The Munch Munch Alliance. The Munch Munch Alliance.
Hi, we're the Munch Munch Alliance, and today we're going to be discussing WandaVision, episode 1 and 2. We've actually spoken about this on the group chat.
Yes.
So we, like last format, one by one, and we're going to discuss after. I'm really curious about this. Does someone want to start first? Does it make a difference?
Should we go in order of the group chat release?
Yeah, we can do that.
So, Sand Sensei went first.
So, wait, what was your question first?
What's the question about what?
You posed a question before I answered.
Well, what do you think's going on?
You know, you say who do you think the real villain is? Something like that.
Oh, who do you think's really... my initial question in the group chat was, who do you think's actually controlling this pocket dimension?
Okay.
That was the question.
So, fucking my theory
Wah,
on...
wah, wah, wah. Spoiler warning for anybody that hasn't.
No, this is all theories. Nothing spoiled at all.
We're gonna be spoiling some shit.
I don't think we are.
Oh yeah.
What are we spoiling?
We're gonna be we're gonna be pointing out to details in the show to back up our theories.
Okay,
I know I am.
Okay, Buckets, can you do it again? The spoil.
Bow, 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 bow.
Thank you.
Wah.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Okay.
It's like a car passing you on the highway. Get out the way.
Anyway,
Oh, that was nice. I like that.
stop hitting on me on the fucking podcast. All right. Anyway.
Ooh. I think Bucket sprung a leak.
All right. For my theory on the true villain is honestly, I think WandaVision has more to play in it than is being led on. I don't think she's really being controlled. I think someone's trying to take advantage of her. Hence, Agnes, and her husband, whatever her name is, Robert or some shit, aka Mephisto.
Ralph.
So I think they're trying to take advantage of her making this universe and being this powerful. They're gonna try to play some chess moves and take advantage. They've been plotting her for a while. So the first episode, more or less, it shows them, in this reality. It's set in like the 50s or whatever, and everything's perfect and shit. And I noticed when they have the boss over for dinner and shit, and he starts to choke.
Yeah.
And it gets tense. It seems like the fucking scene is getting tense. I don't remember her. Kitty from that 70s show. I don't know her name in this show.
Right, I know what you're talking about.
Kitty fucking starts to kind of not like, she starts to wake up a little bit from the trance. The husband's choking. Vision's kind of confused. He doesn't know. He's not. This never happened in the original scene, so he doesn't know how to react. So he's kind of watching, and Wanda's staring at him. And then it's like something comes over her where she gets real serious, and she's like, "Help him." And more or less, I feel that maybe that kind of gave me a little clue where she's like, she knows what the fuck's going on. She's not a victim in this. Maybe like 100% victim. Maybe she's been a 30% victim. Regardless, move on. Everything goes back to normal after that. Episode 2, kind of things start to crack a little more. She finds a little helicopter in the fucking episode 1. Doesn't matter. Some color.
I think the helicopter's in episode 2, right?
Yeah, some color gets introduced and shit. So she sees that, and so my thing with these little things showing up in color with the B-Man and shit, I feel like she has maybe a dual personality kind of shit, where unconsciously she's controlling this, and unconsciously she's hurting people and bringing them in. Because when they showed what's her name, fucking Monica.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The other Miss Marvel.
Yep.
Fucking or Captain Marvel.
No, what's her name?
Monica something.
No, yeah, but she has a different name. Monica Rambeau.
Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. She's one of the Captain Marvels.
It's not Captain Marvel. It's.
Or is the mom Captain Marvel?
Isn't it like not Photon? It's.
Phantom.
I don't know. I'll think of it later.
Regardless, yeah, because people are kind of fucking hinting to her that this is not normal, and she gets the breakthrough. Regardless, make long story short, I'm kind of rambling. Wanda knows more than what she leads on to. I feel like she's controlling it unconsciously. The Mephisto and the other chick are trying to basically take advantage of her and make her have children. Who knows? Maybe for them to take it, or maybe like some antichrist shit. Who knows? 22 episodes, but that's my theory on who's really the bad guy. I think it's a split between Scarlet Witch herself and the other two. That's it. Love it.
That's a good theory.
7 out of 7. I like both episodes so far.
I guess I'll go next. Since that's a good theory. I definitely agree with you in some points. My theory, though, is, however, the correct theory of what's going on.
Look at my microphone's off.
So what I think is going on is I think Wanda made a deal with Mephisto. And more or less, I think what like this deal entails is like Wanda wanted her perfect life. She's lost so much. She doesn't really, after everything that's gone down with Endgame and everything, like everyone's kind of went their own ways. I'm sure she doesn't really have anyone. Her brother died, Vision's died. So she was just feeling desperate, and she's obviously an insanely powerful being. After what happened with Thanos, a lot of powerful beings caught notice of exactly how powerful she is. And since she's a dark magic user, people like Mephisto caught notice. Since he's like a Marvel devil, he tried to strike some deal. I'll give you the perfect life you always wanted. In exchange, you have to give birth to 2 kids. And yeah, I think 2, just because she has 2 in the comics. So I'm assuming he asked for 2 specifically.
What's the name? Speed and Wizard or some stupid shit?
Wiccan and
Speed, right? Speed.
I don't know. Speedball.
Pretty sure it's Speed. Speed and Wiccan.
Well, regardless, I think they made that deal, and so Wanda created that Mephisto created that pocket universe, and like Wanda controls it because it's like obviously her perfect reality. She controls it. Oh yeah. Yeah, Wiccan and Speed. So she controls it, and and like everyone like slowly every once in a while people like kind of like realize they're being controlled, and like that's when the weird scenes happen, like the choking scene with the wife, how she's just like, it seemed like she was pleading with Wanda, like stop it, stop it, because Wanda's so powerful. She just converts anyone that comes into that world into her vision of puns. And she's more or less, her whole goal is to try and just keep Vision confused. Because like I think if he realizes that this is fake, then the whole reality will break down. And I just think like that's just the key, like what she's trying to just convince him. But the beekeeper guy is either Mephisto or her husband. I was kind of thinking maybe her husband might not be Mephisto, who I was hoping it could be. Ugh. Excuse me. Is Blackheart Mephisto's son?
Mm-hmm.
So he sent both of them in there to go try and set one straight. Collect on their deal. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The whole color thing is a little weird. I was saying before too, like I feel like she changed everything to color so Vision didn't see anything with color.
That makes sense.
So he sees everything with color now. So that's my theory.
Okay, buckets go, because we gotta talk. Oof, I'm hyped.
Let me see. So I really don't think. I'm really thinking that Scarlet is more induced in this dreamlike state. Like I don't think she just like, oh, I'm gonna faint and like be in this state of like dream, like Like, you know what I mean? I feel like she was induced. Somebody put her in this state for some reason, or maybe she did it by herself. But it's not just something that I think happened by accident. You know. So in here, she's free to manipulate minds of those who come into contact with her. It's more like lucid dreaming. You know, she can control anything. Like, this is her power. Like, as we see with Vision's boss and his wife, I'm thinking they're probably like doctors enabled by Sword, who we see is monitoring her in this dreamlike state, like at the end of every episode. I'm thinking that they were probably trying to infiltrate her dream, or like, which is kind of why I think like the beekeeper, you know, I'm thinking that they're trying to get in there, and she's like, no, you know, like no. So I'm gonna switch it up and go deeper, dive deeper. Going into your colors real quick. I'm thinking that the colors are, you know, colors are always more realistic. So I'm thinking her manipulating the colors and changing the colors is more of her making this reality, hiding reality in reality itself, if you will. So it's more vivid colors, more reality in her mind, you know. That's the perfect way to hide it, I think.
Is that it?
No.
We're gonna pause for a quick commercial break.
Yeah. We'll be right back after this bucket flips over and knocks more ideas into the floor.
After a quick intermission. Ooh, intermission.
I'm thinking Dottie trying to like manipulate the community, you know. Well, obviously, but I think she's more of a doctor. Like that either got trapped trying to manipulate Scarlet Witch, or she's probably like the first person I'm getting manipulated, because she's like really in tune with this I guess dream state, you know. She's more like, okay, this is how the community is, this is how that is. And everybody else is like, you know, they're in there too, but they're more on the lines of, I have my own mind, but I'm following this lady, you know, kind of like the old community days, you know, like I got to get in good with her to get where I'm going, and she's more in charge, more or less, of everything. So I'm thinking that she's manipulative, kind of like a doctor. So I don't know. I'm thinking she's like the mastermind of this whole this world, if not just trapped in there very deeply, you know. Go ahead.
No, keep going. Bucket.
Well, why do you think doctors are manipulative for?
Well, if she's a psychiatrist, you know, that's what they do, to get in your head, and they try to figure out what the problem is, what's the cause of the issue.
Okay, so like a psychiatrist type doctor.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dr. Fumes. You're not. I mean, you do manipulate some.
I didn't even put it together.
You have a way with the molecules. I'm sorry.
I should have
been more clear with that.
I do manipulate the
I
fumes.
That's so funny. So that's funny. My bad. I'm slow.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that Vision's boss and his wife was more or less either Dr. Sue, or there's some people that got caught in the crossfire of you know, Scarlet Witch's lucid dreaming, if you will. Maybe they were enabled by Sword to like help out and kind of figure out what's going on, you know, in there.
Buckets.
I don't know.
Buckets, I love you, buddy. But who do you think's manipulating? Who do you think?
Reality.
Yeah.
The whole I mean, manipulating the whole reality, it's in Scarlet Witch's head, so nobody can actually manipulate that, but you can introduce thoughts and ideas into these dreams.
So who do you think's incepting her?
There you go. Incepting her, I want to give that to Agnes, because I really feel like she's an outlier in all of this, you know. She's the one that Scarlet is not really able to control, more or less. She's not really able to like persuade in a different direction. You know, she's always introducing Scarlet into these new ideas and thoughts, and like this introducing her into this new world. You know, so I think it's Agnes. She's not, and also she's not really like giving her anything that's mm, making her believe this world isn't the real thing. You know, she's like, yeah, get in with this lady. So get in with Dottie, so you can be more of a mom and be more of a community in touch with this and that and that and this. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking it's Agnes. She's jumping into these dinners with pineapples and whatnot, recipes. Like, yeah,
Okay.
Agnes is behind the scenes pulling the strings.
So when
For for what reason? I'm not really sure. Maybe she's, I don't know. Maybe Agnes is like trying to actually get some information from, I don't know, Dottie. Maybe she couldn't actually like get whatever information you wanted from her. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Agnes is after. You know.
You love Dottie.
I don't know.
I
You
have a
love
feeling
Dottie.
you have a crush on Dottie, bro.
I actually don't like. I don't like Dottie at all. I don't like her white hair. I don't like how it swoops.
It's blonde.
I don't like her little skin. She
I
gets
like
on
her
me.
little skin. Her skin's
don't-
so little.
But what really irked me was in the beginning
Fucking
they portrayed Dottie as more of a like they portrayed Dottie as like, hey, I'm the boss lady of the community. I'm really strong and powerful. Yada yada yada. And then they switch it up and they're like, oh wait, I'm Dottie and I'm more intrigued by Scarlet than everybody else. You know what I mean? And then Scarlet has this moment when like,
She's new.
yeah, the moment with the radio and everything fizzles out, and then the glass breaks in her hand, and then Dottie's like, oh shit. Like, to me it was more like, I'm a doctor and I gotta remember that I'm a doctor, and like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, all right.
No, I definitely agree with you. I definitely 100% agree with you.
Let's get into this.
It was more or less you trying to distinguish the dream from reality, after if she had like knowledge of the difference to keep her goal in mind, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And
There's-
I see Agnes as more an enabler, you know?
Yeah.
She's more of an
What?
antagonist in all of this to achieve her whatever her ultimate goal is, you know?
Yeah.
No, I
With-
think every time something strange happens, like every time people start to act weird, it's because they're having like a flash of, they're like, oh yeah, like this is fake.
Like a fucking glitch in the system.
Yeah, this isn't supposed to be happening. Like, if you like, she was freaking out when she was squeezing the glass when the
Dottie.
radio was like, "Who's doing this to you, Wanda?" And she was like, "Yeah, Wanda's fucking doing this shit."
Yeah. But
But also, if you
Hold on.
listen, I don't really think there weren't really any like actual triggers to these. They were more or less, it's falling apart just a little bit. You
they
know,
were
It
breaking
was-
through. But there were some things I want to talk about for fucking Fume's theory real quick. Are you all finished with your who you think the bad guy is?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You
I feel like you could have kept going for a while.
Yeah, tangent on Dottie for a while.
I mean, you know, Dottie had a lot of stuff going on, and in
She
this
was only in one
dimension.
episode, right?
Two.
He was in the whole thing. She's
She was
the
in part
main.
two, only in part two.
She was only in the second episode, right?
Only in the second episode, yeah.
I don't like you, Dottie. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't think that's true.
I think you guys have. I think all of our theories mesh kind of do something because it's her making the deal with the devil, and the people being ex sword members stuck in this reality.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, you know, the obviously ones that we know like Pugmatica and
Mm-hmm.
the beekeeper, maybe.
I don't think he's sword.
He had a
was
sword on his
wearing
back.
a sword. Yeah, he was, but
Yes, he has
The
a sword on his
devil-
back.
the devil comes in many disguises.
So I think her making a deal with the devil to get the perfect life makes sense, but let's say, I want the perfect life, but I want to have full control of it. And I think Agnes was put in there to be like a spy more or less for Mephisto or whoever, Blackheart, and fucking
So she's over here third party, and is what you mean.
yeah, she's like a spy and shit. So I think that makes sense. And the people, not all of them are probably all ex-Sword. Maybe some of them are people that live in that town, if it's a town.
Some of them probably are just like random people for sure.
Yeah.
Well, if you're saying it like that, are you saying that in fact
Maybe some
the
of them are more
manipulation,
important than others.
the manipulation
Other
of
than
of
Marco.
of this is actual in the physical realm, or are you saying it all in her mind?
No,
Because
It's
right
definitely
now,
in the physical realm.
the helicopter was a Sword helicopter. But like Fume says, I think that makes sense. What he said that she just turned everything color because things are starting to pop out in color. Like she was losing grip on the reality.
I'm getting that, but what are you saying? This is in if you're doing the Inception view, everything that is in your dream is real
I don't
because
think
you're
it's
in that
Inception.
dream.
I don't think it's Inception. I think
So
she's
you're saying it
controlling
is the actual physical realm.
I think it's a physical realm that people that he's reaching through and people are getting stuck in. Hence the
Okay,
helicopter.
so how do you actually explain the shield helicopter? Do you think she turned that big shield helicopter into a little helicopter?
I think
Or
there's
do
like
you-
a certain
Everything that comes inside that
the wall, the breach wall.
that her reality, she fits within her. My theory is she fits it within her, like, perfect world.
But you know how see, this is how it ties into my theory. She's doing that unconsciously because she was mad surprised when she found that shit.
She was.
So she has to be doing that unconsciously because she was like the whole because Monica came from the helicopter, I think, and who else? There was two people that came in.
So real quick, we're just gonna go ahead and exclude the possibility of the Santa from Narnia dropping presents. So
Santa from Narnia?
yeah. He's not giving out gifts of like sword helicopters or anything like that.
I never seen the Narnia movies.
Well,
Okay. Do some water, bro.
I think it's just hard for him to comprehend that you have never seen Narnia.
What are you talking about exactly?
Have none of you guys seen Narnia?
I've seen Narnia. I just don't know how Narnia got into this.
Because you know he gives out presents to other. Forget it.
Do you guys remember that parody they did of Chronicles of Narnia? Like they kind of mixed it, and Kevin Hart played like albino from like fucking
I think we're getting side railed, you guys.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Let's get back on the helicopter
let's
and
get
fall
back
back.
to
in
the-
You would have brought up Narnia, jerks. Fine. Let's change the subject when I bring up something.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to wonder where the helicopter came from.
Kevin
That's
Hart
all
was an
I'm doing.
albino in the movie.
All right, I've never seen that.
That Spanish guy from Nacho Libre was a goat, man. I'm gonna find
Jack
this.
Black is terrible.
Watch your mouth. Not in this podcast. Or whatever this is. Whatever this thing is. It's special.
That epic movie?
Epic movie. Yes, it was epic movie. That movie was fucking weird.
The alarms are going off.
Here's my little princess. She's waking up.
But yeah, that's more or less our theories on it. Do you guys have anything else to add on it?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the commercials. Like, what do you think the hell is going on with those commercials?
That is interesting. What was the first one?
The-
Stark.
The first one was, the Stark Industries toaster, I think it was.
And you also brought up, which is interesting, the red light was the first color.
Yep. That was the first color they showed. And the slogan was something weird too. It was, if I remember, it's like,
You wrote it in a text message.
it was like, forget the past, think of the future, or something like that. Or some shit like that. It definitely was cryptic. And then the second commercial was a Hydra commercial.
What was that one for?
It was Stroker. The watch was Stroker.
What was a watch?
Baron von Stroker. That's the dude from.
That's the guy that gave them their powers originally.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a guy that was doing the transmutating with the spear.
Do you guys
on their
think
minds.
those are her memories trying to get into her reality too? So Stark, Tony Stark, obviously. That guy's name, the doctor who gave her powers. Do you think these commercials are her own psyche trying to give her clues? like her own memories. Well, we'll see the next commercials.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That would make sense. The Tony Stark one and the whatever his name
Definitely.
was.
The toaster being the bomb when they were kids, and then the the watch being the doctor.
But who's the commercials for? Does Wanda see those? Or are the commercials specifically for the S.H.I.E.L.D. people watching it?
I think the commercials are her memories just being shown as commercials.
To just the S.H.I.E.L.D. people?
Yeah.
So she's not actually seeing that?
Probably not. Wow. I think she's controlling the whole thing because in the show it says starring Wanda Maximoff or in Vision. So like she's been making her own credits. She's making her own titles. She's putting her own music. Laugh track.
That's the yeah. I am very curious. They have me intrigued, honestly. I am 100% into WandaVision, I must say.
The MCU is looking bright, while the DCU is looking fright.
Yeah.
It's like we're back in a few years ago where Batman vs Superman came out.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Nobody else is gonna say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. There is no DCU. I don't believe in the DCU. There's no DCU.
You can't not believe it. It's there, Buckets Murphy.
There's none. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ben Affleck? What are you doing? Kristen Bale? And
the girl from Twilight?
What Jokers we got going on? I don't know. Okay? I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, guys, anything else to add on Wonder Woman?
No, I think
Wonder Woman.
WandaVision?
Yeah.
Wanda?
That's about it.
Wonder Woman? Wonder Ramen.
That's about it. But if there's a heads up to DC. If you guys want the universe to explode, just go ahead and add in Kristen Stewart, and I think you guys got it covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirsten Stewart. What would she play?
She would play the
Cheetah.
entire movie franchise.
Everybody?
Everybody at one time.
Batman, Superman, everybody?
The embodiment of all. Yes.
I think he also has. I think he wants her to play Dottie secretly.
Yes. I honestly think
You leave
Dottie's-
my Dottie alone.
I think Dottie's Mephisto.
Whoa.
Oh, well, we'll see
Whoa.
as this Friday comes.
That made my nose tickle. That was deep.
I think Dottie's Mephisto. No, I think no. I think Dottie is Wanda's subconscious trying to tell her to, like, you need to stop this fucking shit, bitch.
Yep. Well. You're waving at me. You could text me with your phone. Text me. Just text me. All right, guys. I think that's it. I think we wrapped it up pretty well.
Yeah.
Let's just wrap it up.
That's what she said.
Final thoughts, everybody.
Yeah. No. No final thoughts.
No final thoughts reviews. How about you, Buckets Murphy?
Yeah, I think you got it covered. But yeah, I guess we'll all see. You guys will see. We'll see what happens in the MCU, and I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness to see how it ties into it.
And what?
Multiverse of Madness. I was speech impediment, okay? Leave me alone.
Munchie Madness.
I heard you. No, I think I heard my I can't even say it. Multiverse of Madness.
Well, that's it. Final thoughts. Keep it
See,
safe.
I did better to you. It's okay.
Wrap it up like Buckets Murphy said. Wear a mask. Say and sensei out.
Fumes.
Wear a mask. Watch those cameras.